Retirement was supposed to be the dream, right? But no one warns you about the quiet, the loneliness, the sense that maybe your best days are behind you. You wake up with nowhere to be, nothing to chase, and that question you never expected to ask. What now? But what if the answer isn't staying still, it's moving again? Travel isn't just a vacation. For many seniors, it's the path to purpose, energy, and feeling alive again. Welcome to Senior's Voyage, the channel that helps you make the most of your next chapter. If retirement left you feeling adrift, you're not alone, and you're not done. In this video, we're diving into why so many seniors feel stuck after leaving work, and how travel can bring you back to life. The retirement shock is real. When people picture retirement, they imagine freedom, relaxation, long mornings, and even longer lunches. But for many seniors, retirement hits like a wave they didn't see coming. No structure, no coworkers, no deadlines, just silence. Studies show that rates of depression and anxiety rise sharply in the first 2 years of retirement. Why? Because your sense of purpose was tied to your routine. You were needed, you had direction, and suddenly, it's gone. One retired teacher said, "I thought I'd love sleeping in every day, but after 3 months, I felt invisible." Why travel rekindles purpose? Retirement gives you freedom, but it can also quietly take things away. It removes the deadlines, the structure, the daily goals. And without those, it's easy to drift. Days blend together. Mornings feel aimless. You're no longer working towards something, and that can feel like a loss, even if it's subtle. That's where travel comes in, not just as an escape, but as a spark. Because travel gives you back what retirement slowly erodes: purpose, direction, and anticipation. Even a short road trip gives your mind something to build around. What should I pack? What's the weather like? What will I see, smell, taste? These aren't just logistics, they're anchors. They create momentum. They remind you what it's like to look forward to something again. And when you arrive, your brain lights up. New sounds, colors, accents, your senses reawaken. Your mind becomes curious again. Studies show travel reduces cortisol, your stress hormone, improves memory, and boosts your overall well-being. It's like a full-body reboot, emotional and physical. But perhaps the greatest gift travel offers is connection. You meet people, you talk to strangers, you share stories, you laugh again, often with people you'll never see again. That's something many retirees lose: spontaneous human connection. Travel brings it back, without pressure, without expectation. As one 68-year-old traveler put it after her trip to Greece, "I didn't just see the world, I saw myself again. I remembered who I was before I became everyone else's everything." That's the power of travel after 60. It's not indulgence, it's not luxury, it's healing, it's rediscovery, it's belonging to yourself and to the world again. You don't have to go far to feel free. Here's the beautiful truth: you don't need to cross oceans to feel reborn. You don't need a passport, a bucket list, or a luxury tour. Sometimes the reset you need is just a few hours away, or even right around the corner. A scenic train ride through your province. A weekend cabin nestled by a quiet lake. A museum you've never explored, in a city you've lived in for decades. Even a simple walk through a botanical garden can awaken something, because what matters isn't the distance you travel, it's the intention behind it. When you move your body and shift your surroundings, your brain begins to change. Stimulation increases, cortisol drops. You feel more present. Even small changes in scenery can snap you out of that loop of routine, of feeling stuck, stale, or forgotten. And when you share it with someone, a partner, a friend, or even a grandchild, it becomes more than a trip. It becomes a shared adventure. A story you both carry. A reason to laugh, plan, and remember. One couple in their 70s put it this way: "We used to dream of Paris. Now we drive 2 hours to the mountains and sit by the fire. It's quieter, but it means more." So, don't wait for the perfect trip. Any journey with intention can be transformative, no matter how close to home it starts. Real stories from seniors who found themselves again. We asked our community, has travel changed your retirement? The responses weren't just inspiring, they were life-affirming. I went to Italy at 72. I thought it was just a check mark on my bucket list, but I ended up sharing meals with strangers who became friends. We still message every week. I didn't just see a country, I built connections. After my husband passed, I didn't recognize myself. For months, I barely left the house. Then I saw a flyer for a senior group trip to Costa Rica. I almost didn't go, but I did, and I came back with more than memories. I came back with hope. I thought I was too old to backpack. Turns out I was just old enough to slow down and actually experience every moment, every sunrise, every new face. I didn't feel like a tourist. I felt alive. These weren't just holidays. They were healing moments. They weren't about escaping life. They were about returning to it. Because travel in your 60s, 70s, or beyond isn't about being reckless. It's about being open to new faces, new flavors, new feelings. It's about rediscovering joy in unfamiliar places and realizing that the best part of the journey might be the person you become along the way. How to start small and travel smart. If you're thinking, I'd love to travel but I don't know where to begin, you're not alone. Starting small doesn't mean settling. It means starting smart. Step 1. Choose senior-friendly destinations. Look for places that are designed with comfort in mind, like cruise lines with medical support, walkable cities with good public transit, or national parks that offer tram rides and guided tours. Step 2. Don't go at it alone. Consider a senior group tour. These trips are built for ease. Someone else handles the logistics, and you get safety, structure, and built-in social connection. No guesswork, no overwhelm. Step 3. Travel in the off-season. Fewer crowds, lower prices, cooler weather. It's easier on the body and the budget. Think September in Europe or late spring road trips close to home. Step 4. Look nearby. You don't have to cross oceans to feel something new. Sometimes a 1-hour train ride, a museum you've never explored, or a quiet cabin just outside town is all it takes to reset your perspective. Step 5. Use tools that make it easier. Download apps like Roam to Rio for route planning, MediSafe to manage medications, and Google Translate for stress-free communication. Always check for senior discounts on flights, trains, hotels, and attractions. Pro tip: buy travel insurance that covers pre-existing conditions. It's peace of mind you should never leave home without. Because this isn't just a trip, it's your next chapter. Start where you are, go at your pace, and build from there. Retirement is the perfect time to design the kind of travel that feeds your soul, not your stress. Retirement isn't the end of your story. It's the first chapter where you finally get to write the plot. For decades, your time belonged to careers, kids, commitments. Now, it belongs to you. And if you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or like life is quietly slipping into routine, maybe movement is the medicine. Travel doesn't just take you to new places. It brings you back to yourself. It reminds you that you're still growing, still learning, still alive in the truest sense of the word. Whether it's across the ocean or just down the road, every trip holds the power to reconnect you to joy, purpose, and possibility. If this video stirred something in you, give it a like. Subscribe to Senior's Voyage for more honest conversations, powerful stories, and smart travel tips designed for you. And we want to hear from you. Where did you go that made you feel alive again? Drop it in the comments. Your story might just inspire someone else's first step. Next up, affordable countries seniors can retire and travel from in 2025. Don't miss it. Until then, stay curious, travel safe, and never stop exploring what lights you up.